called in
to Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
Bucks.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Welcome back to Bucks and Brews. Nick, we did not meet last week,
No,
but
I was on vacation.
you were, and we had some content built up, so we're still putting shit out there. So that's good. What are you drinking, my friend?
It was City of Byron Center tap water.
But you drank it all.
I did. I just see ya.
You want to go get? All right, Jeremiah. Do you want to go get another one while I sit here and talk about what I'm drinking?
Yeah, tell me
right.
what you're drinking. Oh, we got to tell you about place. I sent you pictures of places. So, I drank on vacation. That's why I'm not drinking right
I
now.
see. So I have to start with from Big Muddy Brewing, a s'more stout, which I don't drink a lot of stouts or porters in the winter, or in the summer, but that sounds really good. And then after that, I have from one of my favorite cider places from down east. I have a blackberry unfiltered cider. So I am drinking tonight. We're going to talk kind of some stuff that's been going on with us lately that relates to the podcast and some things that we've done. I think it's going to be kind of a free flowing episode. On we're never scripted, right? But we don't have an agenda tonight like we do sometimes. So
No guest. So if
no
you want
guest.
a guest, tell them to come on.
So I want to go through some of the TikTok hate we've been getting on some of the videos. I want to talk about podcasting numbers. Go ahead.
Let's say I was in Cleveland, Ohio. Real fun vacation.
You were.
But there in Cleveland, they have Great Lakes Brewing.
Yes.
We've had them on here. We lost everything up there. To say,
You don't need to see us on.
we've had some Great Lakes Brewing beers, and then also, who has the tiramisu stout? I cannot think of the name of them. Where else do we go? I sent you that one.
I can't think of the name either. Whoa, shit! I'm almost spilling my.
Doing alcohol abuse.
I didn't spill it. I caught it.
It's Southern Tier.
I love Southern.
Yeah, so great, fantastic. Enjoyed myself there. So, and then Jeremiah's on,
Mhm.
and he's just checking to see if I'm drinking to count all my calories. So, fun little thing for
Are you two doing a competition?
yeah, well,
Nice.
can't say competition necessarily, more an accountability.
Oh, you're helping each other. I love that.
Helping / hurting, right?
Okay.
So, we have some set rules on what we have to do, and if we don't follow that, then we owe each other a little bit of money each day.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
right.
So, for me, it's like I got to track my calories. I can't go over my calories, and I have to track my calories. I can eat and drink whatever I want up to this calorie
Yep.
market, and I have to send it to him. So, and then hopefully after I master this a little bit and can stay consistent, it was funny. Like Friday, Saturday, whatever day it was,
Mhm.
I ended up just saying, "Fuck it." I just sent him money. I was like, because I'm drinking these beers, I'm doing all this, and I was
You were
like,
on vacation.
yeah, I was too, right? But
Calories don't count on vacation. Don't we know that?
no, they do. But my first couple days, I was with my wife, not necessarily with my friends. I was
You
still
were better.
I was still dadding.
Yeah.
Right. Like the one night, the one night I felt like a jackass because I'm pretty fucking tanked, and,
Yeah.
and my wife, she got up with the kid, and I was just like, oh, I can't. But dude, I've never not wanted to bowl at like 7:00 in the morning in my life, and
Right.
I didn't get to bed that morning until like 4, right? And I might have been bowling still drunk.
Nice.
So, but it was a fun one. But yeah, so I just sent him some money, and I was like, yeah, I definitely blew that one. I don't even want to know how many calories I ended up
Right.
having that day. So,
I want to talk about podcasting numbers for a minute here. So, we've been bouncing around a lot, and
Yeah,
really
yeah.
what it counts is it counts downloads. Now, I don't download any of the shows I listen to. I basically just listen to them.
yeah.
But Podbean will count downloads for you, especially if it's off of Podbean. And we had a huge spike in the last 30 days. Nick, look at this number.
6,800. 60. Yeah,
6,800
in the last
downloads.
30 days.
So look at look at this. So we had a spike here of, you want to read that number? On June 8th,
2,500. Let's just call it 2,500 or 2,524, 2,198, 1,853, 6. We did great.
we did. Where's our audience come from?
Vietnam. Thanks, guys.
3,400 listeners or downloads in Vietnam. If you're one of our Vietnam fans, please reach out to us. You go to bucksandbrews.com. We will send you some shit.
Yeah,
Brazil too. Look at Brazil.
and if we weren't there, we wouldn't know.
Bangladesh, Argentina, Switzerland, Iraq.
Well, I think
Pakistan.
Iraq's just trying to download us so that way they can stay here during World Cup. I mean,
Maybe.
that's probably the best thing you can do because, big old Trumper won't.
Well, and when you look at the U.S. listeners,
Yeah.
California always leading.
Thanks, California.
Then Georgia, Michigan, Texas, Florida, New York, and Virginia. States that probably don't like me, but whatever. I mean, Michigan
might be
New York
why.
does.
No, let's say
California does.
Yeah. Man, that is one thing I want to debate and have a fun fight with you. We're gonna bring this up
On what?
on
That's
your.
neat though, right?
It is.
All right.
Really enjoy that.
Okay.
Because you said states that don't like you.
Yeah.
So my wife and I get into this argument.
Uh-huh.
So
I agree with your wife.
yeah, of course you do. But we have our first ever trillionaire.
Yep. Phony Musk. Sorry, Phony Stark. Phony Stark.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, Phony Stark.
Elon Musk. Now, I want to be clear. Did Elon Musk make himself a trillionaire?
No.
Okay. Who made him a trillionaire?
Daddy.
No.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Daddy's Emerald Mines made him a trillionaire because it
Daddy's
gave him,
Emerald Mines made him a billionaire.
gave him the seed money to just go buy shit.
Yeah, okay. So
And the buying shit made him a trillionaire because
Monday.
he would take things public. So SpaceX just went public.
How much was he worth then?
He was worth just under $1 trillion.
Sure. Okay. And then what happened?
SpaceX went
Yeah,
public.
And what happened?
And people bought the stock.
People
and,
bought the stock.
and that, well, of course people
Yeah.
buy stocks.
Well, I should have bought the stock.
Fuck that shit. I don't.
Yes,
buy
you
this
sound
shit.
you sound like my wife.
I've gotten free Tesla. I saw that shit immediately. Fuck Phony Stark.
But it's so
Fuck
look,
that guy.
I think it's up. I mean, I think it's almost doubled, right? It's almost at
I
260.
don't give a shit. Fuck him.
That's so much money.
Piece of shit.
It's so much money. But I'll be the first to admit I was waiting for a dip, right? It did not dip. It has fucking But so to be clear,
Again, he's a poor person's image of a smart person.
yeah.
He's not smart. He just has money, so he goes and does shit. Most of these billionaires, they don't actually add value. They just have a shit ton of money. They hoard that money, and then you get fucked. Oh, suck a dick. So TikTok's mad because I said something mean, probably about Phony Stark. Anyways, they're not going to recommend us for the next 10 minutes like I give a shit.
Well, good news, TikTok. We done screwed up again. Jeez.
Jeremiah, hit the like button a bunch of times so they can't ignore us.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. S1 Black Horse. Thanks so much for being
Yeah, thanks
with
for
us.
joining.
Nah, my buddy. See, to me, the people made him a trillionaire. Also, I had this conversation with my wife.
Tax that motherfucker.
He is not okay. How do you tax him?
What do you mean? How do you tax him?
On what fucking money?
I realize that his money is theoretical because he's
Exactly.
selling shit, but that's a him fucking problem, not a me fucking problem. If he's worth $1 trillion fucking dollars, make the motherfucker pay his share.
But where does he get the money? Then he
I don't give a shit. Sell your shit. Sell some shit, motherfucker.
say, but then you sell it.
I don't give a shit if he's liquid or not. Fuck him.
But then you sell it at a valuation of what?
I don't give a shit.
Well, that's okay.
Sell
So,
some fucking stock,
okay,
motherfucker.
so-
Stop taking.
let's
You know how they fund everything? They take fucking loans against their fucking stock.
yeah, of course.
Fuck you. That stock can go to zero
And they'll benefit the
immediately.
shit out of it. Yeah,
So fuck these people.
that's what he's doing.
Why is Social Security going to be insolvent? Because these motherfuckers, don't pay into Social Security tax after 30 seconds into the fucking year because they have a goddamn limit on it. You want to make shit better? Stop limiting the fucking Social Security.
Right.
And fuck all these billionaires. By the way, I work for a soul-sucking fucking company. Let's talk about that for a minute.
So we're fucking all the billionaires, but not the one trillionaire.
Oh yeah, fuck him too. Fuck them all. Fuck these
Like,
rich motherfuckers.
People
keep asking me, they're like,
I chose violence.
I did too. People keep asking me, they're like, why is your healthcare in the U.S. tied to your job? Because they want you to be a fucking slave. That's why they're bringing back company towns. Amazon wants to be able to rent you their fucking house so that if they fire you, now you don't have healthcare or a fucking place to live. So you'll just take shittier and shittier conditions and do whatever. Fuck off.
And I'm all about this. Like company towns, right?
Why?
Oh, it's because of the amount that you can fuck with the company, right?
How are you going to fuck with the company when they literally own your ass?
Well, that's the thing. They're going to own you, and then you'll get your eviction and all that. But like, they have all their lawyers and stuff. But if you figure if you could learn how to unionize this town, okay, the company.
If you could learn how to, but people are too dumb.
Oh well, so
there's
some people are
dumbasses.
It's just my brain of how I want it to go, right? It's like, well, there is a fire. We could call. Right?
What you don't think? So this is going to get us restricted to what I'm going to say now, but I'm going to say it anyways.
Yeah.
So Trump fucks children.
Okay.
Just going to say it.
It didn't get us restricted. Sure did now, boys.
And they get really mad when you say that, and then they put up like pictures of Biden. I don't care.
The sniffing hair.
I don't care. I'm not sitting here wearing Biden shit. I'm not a Biden fan. He was better than Trump. I don't care. Well, I might have just gotten us thrown off TikTok, and if I did, I'll go live on our other account. I don't give a shit. If you lose us, we'll go live on Sick Dogs. I've chose violence with everything. I'm so angry at this point.
We might have actually officially gotten to because we have no viewers.
Jeremiah's still there.
It doesn't even show that
it doesn't
he's a viewer. That's how much we are off TikTok at this moment. Oh, it's one back. All right, here we go. I was like, man, this is.
Oh, Kristen's here. Kristen, I've chose violence today. Anyways,
this is great.
I'm shot out of a can because I'm so mad about everything. So literally, Nick, I work a flex schedule in the summer. Okay, so I don't work on Mondays and I do 4 10-hour days, right?
Oh, sure.
So yesterday was my anniversary. It was Monday. I went with my
anniversary.
Thank you.
Like
24 years. 24. So we went to Chicago, watched the Cubs play. It was it was Pride Night in Chicago. So that was great, right? So I get home this morning at 2:40 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I didn't get to sleep till about 4:15. I had to be in the office today.
It took you that long to get to sleep.
Yeah. Well, I had to be in the office today.
Yeah.
So I had to be in the office at 9, so I set the alarm for 7:45. So I get 3.5 hours sleep. I wake up just before the alarm goes off. I get my ass ready. I go into the office because I have training.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me where I have training. It just tells me a building number. So I asked my boss, and she's like, I don't really know. Ask the receptionist when you're walking in. Cool. So I walk in, I see the receptionist.
Just to be clear, like it's not like one little building. I mean, we have
3 buildings out there.
It's such a big
4 buildings out there.
4 buildings plus it's big enough to have receptionists.
Right. So I walk in there and I said, hey, I have training for this. And she goes, yeah, let me look. And she goes, yeah, I see that scheduled. I said, where is that? And she goes, it's probably downstairs. Just go downstairs and look around for somebody. I'm like, oh, that's how we're handling things now. We just wander around. Okay, fine. So I go downstairs and I finally find a room that looks like it could be like, a meeting area with overhead and computers.
Yeah.
So I walk in the door and everybody turns and looks at me. You know, when you walk in the door and everybody all of a sudden looks at you, that's what I got.
No.
And they're like, hello? And I'm like, all right, I hope I'm in the right place. You know what they say?
Probably not.
You're probably not. And I went, great. I'm here for such and such. And they're like, well, what training? So I read the training to them.
Thanks for, what was it, a kitten? Is that what we got sent? It says, you're an awesome.
And
you're awesome. Oh, thank you.
So they're like, yeah, that was canceled and rescheduled for October.
What month is it?
It's June.
4 months from now.
And the one lady that said it looks at me and goes, I hope you didn't drive in for that. I said, I sure did.
Sure did.
Now I'm pissed. I'm fucking, it took me a half a fucking hour to get there.
Yeah.
I sent my boss a message. I'm like, can you call me? So she calls me. I said, you're not going to believe this shit. And she goes, what? I said, it's fucking rescheduled to October. She goes, they didn't tell you? I said, nope, no fucking clue.
Nope.
She's like, well, I'm in this building if you want to come say hi. Yeah, that's fine. So I went over there, and of course, I'm fucking furious. I stayed quiet, but I voiced my frustration. And of course, I'm pissed because I drove all the fucking way in. Yeah, on site, Kristen. I walked it. I was so fucking pissed. And of course, it wasted my entire morning. And I told Dawn, because I've been like sleepwalking the entire day because I'm exhausted. I got 3.5 hours of sleep. And Dawn's like, well, I mean, you still probably would have woke up by like 8:30. Yeah, you're right. I would have. But I would have naturally woken up instead of, rushing to wake up, not sleeping great because I don't want to sleep through the night, stuff like that. So I didn't get great sleep, what I got. And, I'm going to work longer days the rest of the week. I put in about 8.5, 9 hours today. Yeah, so I'll work some more this week to make up for that extra, hour I lost.
Yeah.
Hour and a half I lost. But at one point I'm like, hey, I got to take a break in the middle of the day because I got to lay down. I'm gassed.
Yeah.
And I think I caught it 10 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, I'm obviously not sleeping. Fuck it, I'll get back up and work. So I got up and worked some more. And then, I laid down by the time I was done today. And I did end up crashing for a little bit. And then I texted you. I'm like, hey, Caitlin's game got canceled. If you want to do a podcast. And Nick sends me a message and goes, I'm about ready to eat in 20 minutes. And I took that to mean, oh, well, we're not podcasting.
I did say, oh, which was supposed to be, oh,
I'll eat. And then,
I say, oh, let me eat. And I forgot to let me. I was like, oh, I'm going to eat in 20 minutes.
Well, in the meantime, you say that. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're not podcasting. And then Troy calls and he's like, hey, can you look at my daughter's pitch a little bit? I'm like, sure. So I sent Nick a message back. I'm like, well, I'm going to go look at a couple pictures. And I went and I did that. I'm there for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. And I happen to go over to my phone and look at it. I'm like, oh, I missed a call. And I look at it and Nick's like, on my way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I call you immediately and I'm like, sure.
Give me 10.
I can be right. I can be there in like 10 minutes. And he's like, cool. I'll see you when you get here. I literally, Tori was like, you can leave whenever you want. I'm like, dude, I'd been there for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta go, hey, if you need more lessons, I'm happy to do that. And, I ran over here and we decided we podcast. So what we're going to talk about today, by the way, hit us with your start.
As always, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you guys listening.
Thank you so much. Did you look at what AI wrote about our show?
No.
We need to read that at some point. I think I emailed it to you. But anyways, we're going to talk about some things that have gone on lately. Mike and I, the eye candy, who has not been on in ages.
Yeah.
Drove to Chicago a week ago and met up with Scott.
Yeah, there you go.
The great Scott Bennett, who it was lovely. We went out and had lunch and shot the shit for a while, and it was great. Had a great time with Scott. Yeah. Didn't know where he worked, and we're not going to say where he works because he kind of keeps that private.
Is that where he works?
That is. We got a nice tour. It was a great tour. I thought that was awesome.
That's funny.
So I was really happy about that. We're going to talk about some of, like I said in the beginning, some of the hate we've been getting on. I don't know if Nick taught them.
That's very true.
Did you?
Yes. I didn't tell you about this?
No.
Oh, it's probably because I talked to Jeremiah.
Oh. You have a nice little write-up about us, though.
I don't know. I do it in a...
The only thing I take umbrage with is it doesn't give me enough credit for doing all of the behind-the-scenes shit.
I can make that happen. Yeah, so I'm... 8 months.
8 months, still no water.
Oh, man.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
That's horrible. All right, so here's the thing.
Jeff needs water?
Yeah. So lives in a rental area.
Okay.
Right? And 8 months ago, the place he lives at has no water. The park, and people keep telling my kids, they can't use the community houses by themselves. You tell them people to go fuck themselves.
Seriously.
All right. So lives in this park, right? And 8 months ago has no water.
Like no running water.
And so then the park's like, oh hey, um we're going to give you some bottles of water or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well how the fuck do I take a shower? Well then they're like, all
With a
right,
bottle of water.
well we have some running water in this trailer in the back of the park. The front half has no water. The back half has water.
So you
A main water line fucking blew.
You have to go to a different area to shower with other people.
No,
Are we in a dorm?
I think they want you to sign up. I don't remember exactly, but it was like, hey, you can have sign-ups or whatever.
Are we in a fucking dorm? Are we all 19, 20 years old?
So right away, it's like, all right, hey, get this fixed. So I tell them, I was like, hey, man, stop paying your fucking rent, right? That's the number one thing. Because I hope they bring you to court over this. Because
Yeah.
at this time, it's been like 3 months, 4
The
months.
fucking judge is gonna love that.
Stop
shit.
advice. This is gonna be a fucking heyday. But he just won't do it, right? And all the other people won't do it because they're scared.
Oh, I get
Right?
it.
It blows my mind. But so then, right, I get a hold of a bunch of my people, right? Because my people that are good landlords, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
what do we do? And they're like, hey, get a hold of these people, this. Make
Yeah.
it public. Get on the fucking right. The news needs to know about
Yeah.
this.
Get
Right?
on the TV.
Exactly.
Let's fucking go.
Right, but I say it's fine. And so they have EGLE involved. I say he sent me all this stuff and
Yeah.
following up, but so apparently, right, they finally get an email that says, all right, hey, it's gone on long enough. Here it is 7 months, 8 months, right? And it's like, of course it's fucking gone on.
I'd be losing my shit.
Oh, dude, I don't know how he's not. Okay. I mean, he's losing his shit a little bit, but like not enough to them, right? And oh, my favorite is, well, please don't take it out on our park staff. She's doing a good job at answering.
Fuck that.
What? Tell you what, why don't you bring your fucking face here and I'll fucking tell you how I feel. After,
Exactly.
right? But apparently, so they're gonna tear up the entire fucking road to get to the water line to be able to connect into this thing, so that way these people can maybe someday get a little bit. Wouldn't be
This is
crazy if
ridiculous.
Eagle said you can't drill here. Jesus Christ.
Let's not put that kind of hate on Jeff there.
Yeah, let's say.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Say, but dude, this is it's just this nightmare, right? And so like, but now you're people saying my kids can't go there by themselves.
Fuck that.
Let's say this is just ridiculous, right? Like, but so if you're in Ottawa County, call your fucking senator and tell them there's people without, because I'll tell you what.
Maybe we should call Bill Huizenga because he does nothing for his
This is
constituents.
my thing. David, if I had a tenant go 2 days without water, how much that fucking tenant would
They would blow your shit up.
on shit? In Cleveland, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
My buddy's talking to me about, hey, how's rentals going?
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Honestly, it's not bad. I wish I had some more. And then I take a phone call with him in the car. Hey.
All of a sudden, you wish you didn't have any more.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Hey, yeah, this is whoever. I live in this area by this house. Do you own it? Yeah. Well, they have 4 dogs and their yard is so fucking long and blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, can you do anything? No. Well, the city law says that you can only have 2 dogs. It's not true. And I'm just listening to this lady fucking bitch me out, right?
Uh-huh.
About my tenant, which, yes, it's my tenant. I put him there. And I said, well, the federal government states that if you have an emotional support animal, that I'm not allowed to limit that on what they have and how many they have of that. I was like, because this lady kind of like called me on my fucking vacation. I might have been just.
You might have been a little pissed off and a little bit lit.
Yeah. And so I said, you know what? Actually, I asked the same question. I want to let you know. And I actually laughed in front of their face. Because they go, one cat could be their cuddle companion. The other cat could be for this. The other cat could be their. And I kind of laughed.
My cats are all cuddle companions, even though they want to eat me when I cuddle.
But I was just like, and so it's just, and then so I'm like, all right, lady, okay, what do you want me to control somebody else's life? That's what you want me to do. You want me to? Oh, okay. Let me get fucking right on that for you. Yeah, okay. Let me go tell somebody how to fucking live their life. Fuck you, get bent. And it's just.
If you haven't noticed yet, both Nick and I are both shot out of a cannon right now.
I just, my favorite thing is people that think that landlords have almighty God power. Like, to be honest with you, we have no fucking power, okay? I have the right to enforce a lease that takes me 400 fucking years to get to, okay? As a tenant, they have more fucking rights than I do, and I have to follow more fucking rules.
Nick, the problem is you have so many landlords that pull the Trump fucking card of they just do whatever the fuck they want and fuck the tenant. You actually follow the law. You're an idiot.
No, these fucking people. How these fucking people are not in jail after allowing tenants to go without water for fucking 8 months. Okay, I'm over here getting accused of not having heat in one of my units because a tenant had to use a space heater. And even though I sent my guy over there, the same problem that happened with a tenant that you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we
one that we coach.
Yeah. So different building, regulator, right? So we put a new one in and it stuck open. So there was too much heat.
Yep.
So we go there, it closed up. Then there's no heat. So I was like, okay. Then they're like, oh shit. Then they start heating, doing whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll send somebody over there. Send somebody over there within 24 hours because I'm fucking magic. Okay. I have people that do great shit for me.
We, because I've stolen some of your people, have really great people.
And so, right? Oh, you're just a fucking piece of shit. You're gonna let these people go fucking cold. I'm sorry. And the funny thing is, I'm looking at them and I go, okay. So they texted me at 7:15 in the morning. 7:17. Here's my text to my guy. At 8 o'clock, he says, "Hey, I'll be over there by this time." Hey, I just finished up by 1 o'clock. Hey, so you tell me where the fuck I'm a piece of shit again. Go ahead and fucking tell me how.
Well, again, and we're going to talk about TikTok hate we get. One of the TikToks we got hate on was we talked about you being a landlord and how it's not always easy for landlords.
Yeah.
And we got fucking blown up because landlords are the scum of the earth and they're pieces of fucking shit.
Yeah,
fuck all these landlords. And I thought I was, landing in a shitty place, but everybody here hates landlords. And I'm like, again, there are two sides to every coin.
It's
Many landlords are shit.
My favorite. Okay.
Some are not.
My favorite is I will give you my buddy for an example. Not crazy liberal, but is liberal, right? I mean, he's gay and
so he's not like me, crazy liberal.
Right, but is, right? In the sense. Okay, I'm just gonna call them out.
Can I tangent time before you call them out?
Sure.
Favorite sign I saw last night at Pride Night. I'm gay for PCA. He was in the bleachers. We saw him as we left. I'm like, that sign is genius.
The person with the sign, or Pete was in the
person with the sign.
Oh, okay.
I'm gay for PCA. I'm like, that's hilarious. And then we had
for those that don't know, it's Pete Crow Armstrong.
Correct.
Cubby's outfielder.
And there were a bunch of people that were like, hey, we just got married, and
yeah.
Nick, I was shocked. They would hold those signs up and everybody was cheering. It was great.
That's good.
It was just kind of a love fest. But go ahead with your story.
All right. So my friends, I'm gonna make up some rent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come as close as I can.
Okay. Yeah.
They buy a house when they move down to the area they're in.
Yeah.
$400,000. They put takes the sunlight and puts it into a battery.
Solar
on their house. $70,000.
Yeah.
Right, whatever it might be.
So up to $500,000.
Close to it, right? Into this house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then they get their new full-time job, so it's time to upgrade houses.
Okay.
And they go buy this very, very expensive house. Okay. Well, you don't want to take a loss on a house because you don't have any fucking cash to pay off the difference.
Right.
So what do? You try to make the payment coverage by getting a fucking tenant. So my friend who's liberal had to become a landlord because, this goes to the Elon Musk thing. Yeah. Sure, they have a house that's worth a fuck ton of money.
Tony Stark. Call him the right name.
There you go. A fuck ton of money, right?
Right.
But they don't have the money to pay off the difference of the person who would make an offer to take the loss on that house, right? So they had to become this in order to avoid taking this. And so it's like, you could say, hey, they don't want to be a landlord, they just happen to be. Look, But what being a landlord is not, it's funny because he'll
It's
tell
not-
me my favorite is like hearing him. Yeah, so the tenant, was like, "Hey, can I put an outlet in for my espresso machine?" And it needs like a 220 fucking outlet. And he's like, "Would that be too expensive or whatever?" And he's like, "I don't know. We need a whole new fucking panel." And just like, I'm like, he's like, he needed something in the attic. And he's like, send me a picture. So he takes it and he's like, yeah. So then we circle the fucking thing that he needs and go right here. I was like, this is what we deal with as landlords. Like we deal with fucking children, right? Like it is.
I mean, you deal with that everywhere, don't you? Mike and I were talking.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the difference between conservatives and liberals. And I said to him, I'm like, it's funny because if you have book smarts but no street smarts, you might vote Republican. If you have street smarts but no book smarts, you definitely vote Republican. If you have both, you're a liberal. And he goes,
We disagree.
I would not.
I'm not book smart.
Right.
Very street smart.
Uh-huh.
I do not vote Republican.
But you have.
Yeah, of course.
You don't now.
I do
Because
still.
You don't as much because they're gross.
No, it's because of what I need from a person, what they're going for, right?
But again,
the Republican here in my town, right, is running for water commission, right? Let's call it.
okay.
We need to cut back. We need to save. We need to do this is what we need to do for our water. You have my vote. The Democrat one is like, well, hey, we need to do this. And, I think lawns need to be pretty. Fuck you. I don't care. Right? Like, I need this.
You and I are the same people when it comes to lawns.
Yeah.
If your lawn's 10 inches long, do you give a shit?
No,
If it's 15 inches long, do you give a shit?
not really. I only give a shit because then I have to go mow it and it might
Yeah.
kill my mower. So
Right. If we mow 6 times a summer,
Right.
that's a lot.
yeah.
Because I got other shit to do. I don't give a fuck about how long the grass is. I don't care. And half the time, I'll call Christy and say, hey, bring the oldest one down. He can come mow my shit because I don't want to.
Right. I need to set myself a reminder.
Let's, so
Anyway,
this seeing Scott was wonderful, Nick. We had such a good time. You and I are going to have to go and see him at some point and record with him live.
Yeah.
He asked me advice on starting a podcast because, so
dumbass.
I'm a Star Wars guy, right?
Mhm.
So he says to me, he goes, yeah, I get a call and they're like, hey, do you want to talk to Greg Proops? Do you know Greg Proops? So he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah,
He's
so
the guy with the
running styles and all.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Holly glasses.
Oh.
He was also in episode 1. He was one of the pod racing announcers.
Really?
Yeah. So they're like, hey, would you want to talk to Greg Proops? And Scott's like, well, yeah, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
So they call him and they're like, all right, so what are you going to talk to him about on your podcast? And Scott goes, my podcast? And they're like, yeah. And he goes, I don't know.
My Bucks and Brews podcast, Scott. God damn it.
So he asked me, he's like, you have advice? And I'm like,
We didn't get censored for saying God damn it, so I guess I'm okay.
there you go.
It's probably because it's a fake thing. Sorry. Fuck. God damn it.
So he's like, can you give me advice? I said, honestly, Scott, you have a following because people do follow him on TikTok. They like the stuff he talks about because he talks a lot of economy and political stuff.
Mhm.
I said, talk about the things you like. Talk about the things that, you're make you happy, and things that you're knowledgeable about, and you'll find your people. Because again, I don't think we have a huge following, but the people that listen to us, they like the shit we talk about. Again, we're relatable guys. We're two guys you're gonna find at the corner of the bar that are just sitting there shooting the shit, yelling about dumb shit all the time. Right?
Yeah.
And we have some business
You either love
knowledge
that
and we
or
have
hate
some
that.
money knowledge, and we share those things freely. And people are like, oh, he said something really cool. I might go do that. I might decide I'm going to rent tables and chairs, or I might decide I really like this stock. I'm going to buy this stock.
Yeah. So speaking of that,
Yeah.
and we have to have him on talking
Adam?
about this. Did you hear his announcement?
I did not.
March of 27.
Okay.
He will be selling his rental company.
He will.
Yeah, party rentals.
Retiring?
No, he's going to keep the trailers. He's going to keep this. He's going to do something else. I just was watching the
I'm
videos
guessing
that was sitting in the car.
chairs and
Yeah,
the tables are going.
The actual physical moving of shit.
Yeah.
So,
He's going to do the easier stuff that's a little more
yeah,
expensive.
I think
assume.
that's what it is, right?
Yeah, like the bathrooms and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
And so, yeah,
we definitely have to have him on.
Yeah. I'd love to get that back on because now that I'm starting mine and trying to figure out how I should not be doing this so stupidly. So,
Right.
um,
I want
so,
to.
okay. So, like, right with Scott, I mean, have him listen to the, 100th minute of this episode, but, for him, he should have, he should have it structured and say, hey, this is the things that I'm going to want to talk about with my guest. And for the things that are not structured, then yes, talk about the things that you're happy with. And
Well, I want to go through some of these comments in some of our videos. Christy, by the way, do not let John listen to this part of the podcast, and maybe you shouldn't listen as well. So we have one of John's where he's talking about people that overcharge, for work. So he's like, listen, if it's a $15 part and it takes me 15 minutes, I'm not going to charge you $300 or $400 to come out. I'm going to charge you for my time to come out. I'm going to charge you for the part,
Yep.
but it's going to be more affordable. And of course, people are like, well, you're a shitty business person. You're going to be bankrupt. You're a piece of shit. So here are some of the comments. Nobody take this man's advice. What's this guy's business called? It's called I'm going bankrupt and I don't understand how it happened. I get this guy's point, but he's off base thinking, oh, I'm only going to get big installs later. You probably won't. The reality is when the big install comes, they're going to price it. These are all valid, okay? You're gonna price that shit out. But again, if you've been taken care of by somebody, aren't you more willing to pay a little more because this guy took care of you? Because I am.
Oh, absolutely.
Our plumber guy, okay, Keith. Keith is cheap, right?
Super cheap.
Now, if Keith came out and said, "Hey, I'm gonna do this, but it's gonna cost $500," would you bat an eye?
No. I've had him redo an entire house.
Mhm.
I didn't even ask. I just said, hey, can you redo, literally when I tell you an entire house, 2 bathrooms, the lines to go all the way through it, brand new vanities, he had to run all this. And he, every once in a while he explained something to me, literally just handed me a bill. And I looked at it and go, yeah. It's funny because, right, my normal bills are 30, 60, $70. This was quite a few $100s. And I still dropped him $1,000. And I was like, I mean, he probably did $13,000 worth of work, right? Like, here you go. I didn't bat an eye. I didn't question a single thing.
He does good work. You trust him.
That's right. Like,
I mean, that's where we really are when it comes to business. Yeah, you're going to have people that are just like, I'm just going to somebody cheap. It doesn't fucking matter. But you're also going to have people like us that are like, you know what? This person took care of me. This is who I'm going with.
Yep.
I'm very loyal to my people. Follow this guy if you're interested in how U.S. bankruptcy laws work. If you're in and out in 15 minutes, then you didn't do a very good job. That's not true.
well, that's, yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. And one thing with John is he's not wanting to work with everyone, which is as long as he keeps that, he won't have the problems that some of these people are having. There are people who will just take any job. Okay. And so at that, you will have that person, right? Okay. Hey, we are, look, I can quote you one of two ways. I can quote you 2 ways.
Yeah.
One is by the job.
Yep.
One is by the hour.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll just take it by the job. Okay. Well, okay. And by the job, it'll be $50 for the job, or we'll do $100 an hour. Well, how long do you think it'll take? I don't know. Okay. They come in there and they get the job done. It's a 15-minute job. Well, you should only be paying me $25.
Oh.
Well, no, but you would pay me the minimum of 1 hour. If I would have got to 1 hour and 1 minute, would you pay me for that second hour? Well, no. You should have got it done 2 minutes sooner.
Right.
So they don't get lost. Oh, perfect. Yeah, send me the fucking video. Like this is, but anyway. So it's just right, and people will find any fucking reason to bitch, and people, oh well, look, guys shouldn't take that very much.
I started tagging John in shit on Facebook. People are looking for HVAC help, and he gets a hold of me. He's like, "Listen, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're people I'm looking for." That
90% of the time, you and I turn into fucking King of the Hammer.
Yeah,
because people are like, no. Look, it's just all of us. We come by.
There was that one lady that really wanted help. So I talked to her and she had some fucking painting worth like $10,000. I'm like, and she's paying on it monthly. I'm like, you need to sell that shit. And
My
son
said,
I'm like, see your fucking son then and not talk to me.
Yep, fair enough.
And I was out at that point. I'm like, fuck you. Listen to your son. Don't talk to me. Because your son obviously knows better.
we don't get mad. Like, look, if we were to have the conversation before SpaceX comes, David's going to tell you, hey, I'm not buying it. I would have told you, hey, I'm not buying because I'm not taking a risk on something new. Yes, okay, it's got a track record of this. But like, if you were to sit here and be like, I really believe in this. I think that. I told my wife, I said, look, it's estimated that $43 trillion of investment, or no, sorry, $1.8 trillion of investment or something like that. 43 times higher than any other industrial revolution, anything like that that's coming to make a change. It is for the spending. And so it's like, man, it just makes sense to buy this, right? If you have this conversation, I'm going to look at you and go, what? Great, go do it. Like, you seem to have studied, you seem to have done your homework on it. Just understand that this is a risk. So if it goes up, awesome. If it goes down, sorry. Right?
The majority of people that make the money off the IPO are the people that were bought into it before, because when it goes public, they sell their stock
God, yes.
at a higher price. So they bought in, when they spent $1,000 and all of a sudden they have $10,000, let's say, worth of stock, and one share of stock all of a sudden is worth $300. Well, that's a lot of money. So you sell it, and all of a sudden you have a shit ton of money out of it. But the people that just bought it, that share that they bought for $300, you bought for like $30.
Yeah. Well, and it's up $65. SpaceX stock is $66.
So another video we had, we were talking about my buddy Kevin. He literally left a very successful law practice.
I would have made 60 grand.
And decided to be a pet sitter, pet walker, go into a pet business.
Yeah, I say we didn't say his name, but we did now.
I am now.
Kevin.
And we talked. Jeremiah wants to know what the IPO went at. What was the initial?
135.
Okay. So we talked when I was at Motor City, and he's like, yeah, I want to talk to Dawn about hiring, because I'm at that point where I have a job coach, and she's basically saying, you know what, you really need to get rid of some of these things that are taking your time. You need to start hiring somebody.
Oh shit, which one of us is right? Am I right or are you right? Because I got to figure out which one of us is cute.
Probably you.
I'm dead sexy, so you got that one wrong.
I mean, you're the one that gets hit on all the time. So
I got hit on a lot this weekend.
I bet you did. So
say, you're right or I'm right. Hat guy.
Hat guy.
But
yes.
the other guy is too. Girl, shit.
Hey, I'll take it. Right on TikTok is Nick. So there you go.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I like being cute too. But Kevin's at that point where he needs to bring on some people, and he's looking for not people to like do his books or do his advertising or marketing or any of that stuff. He's looking for people that will help, with walking the dogs or pet sitting and stuff like that.
Feeding and grooming and
And his thing to me was, he goes, listen, I put an ad out on Indeed because it's free to use.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I have on Indeed is I don't want you to apply through Indeed. I want you to go to my website and contact me there. It has some information to fill out. It's not a lot. And then I will contact you back. And these are the comments we've gotten on that video. Are you ready for some of these? This is my favorite one. This was recently. We're not talking about the big ass cup of milk on the table. I said it's actually water. Mind you, if you're watching our videos, this is printed on white.
One of two ever created.
Correct.
So it's my dude. I'm gonna make a shirt that
you need to get on that video and comment.
I'm making a shirt that says, "Can we talk about that big ass glass on the table?"
So these are some of the actual comments on the video. Brother, if it's listed on Indeed and you make me go to your website to apply, that's a total waste of my time. Must not be needing a job that bad then, was one of the comments to it, which again, that's a valid criticism.
Must not be needing a job or an employee?
A job. The guy's like, well, if you don't want to apply on the website, you obviously don't need a job.
Sure, yeah.
And that's valid.
Yep.
So I understand where a lot of people are going with this. They're going with this like, if I go and apply for a job and I see that they use Workday, you have to create an account for every Workday job that you apply for, okay, for every company. So let's say, let's just pick some of the places in the area. Let's say Steelcase, Herman Miller,
Hayworth,
they all use
Gentex.
yeah, they all use Workday. I don't know if they do, but let's say they do.
Yeah.
You have to create a different login for every one of them just to fill out the fucking information to submit your resume, which is bullshit. If I see it, I won't do it either. So I agree with that criticism, but that's not what this is. You know what I mean? This is go to my website. There's some information. I just need that information. I'm not creating an account on every website. Sure, I may get one response out of 100 on Indeed, but that's an unreal amount of spam in one email. Listings on Indeed should only accept Indeed resume submissions. I'm not going to your website to upload my resume and then have to fill out all the information again anyways. Once I do all of that, I will probably never hear from this company as they're hired from within.
So
again,
here's
go ahead.
I you know what? I've been thinking about this so much, not necessarily with this. Okay, so here's I'll say it again. I was in Cleveland. So we went on a family vacation and then I had a me vacation type of a thing. We go to the aquarium. And in the aquarium at 11:30, they have a person go in to the shark tank into a full scuba suit. And they come to the window and they have a mic up and all that. And the person outside with a mic and you can talk and you can do things. Sure. All right, let's take questions. Nobody says anything. There's some kids and all that. So I want to let them have their thing. Fuck that. Bucks and Brews Nick's going to start out. Yes. How would one go about getting that job?
Yeah.
Like, how fucking awesome
that
you get to be in a scuba, like, and you're with sharks and you're doing this. This is amazing. Oh, you know what the answer was? Get your scuba certification and have half of a brain, which they joked about, and also throw in an application.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
Also, you know what? I get where, and here's what it sounds like. And this, you know what? Call me wrong because it's been a while since I've done applications. I understand where all these people are coming from. I fully agree with most of those things. You know what? When I was doing this, going through Indeed, as you said, hey, I won't be doing this. If Gentex, Hayworth, and all that, which is a job that I needed or would have accepted, not necessarily a job I wanted. No, you know, I'm not going to say that out loud to them. But I tell you what, if Anheuser-Busch put up Bud Light Rep, and you get to dress as Bud Knight, I am probably going to go in there. I'm going to go to your website. I'm going to apply, and I'm going to drive around the fucking horsemobile dressed as Bud Knight because I want that job, right? This is a job. Hey, Albany's is hiring for a gummy bear taste tester. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to go fucking be the guy who is excited to do that, right?
When you had to apply for the coaching job that you have, I know what happens for every coaching job I've applied for. I've always seen them on Indeed.
Yeah,
and they always said, you need to go to this school website and apply here. Anything through Indeed, we're not doing. Well, if I wanted that job, this is how you get it.
Yeah, correct. And that's why I had to do that with my job, right? Yep, I wouldn't, actually, it wasn't Indeed, but the other one that where your daughter went to school, where we used to coach, Godwin. Yeah. Godwin it was on Indeed.
Yeah.
You had to go on, then you had to create a fucking a public school thing for them. Then you had to go do this. My job that I currently have, the exact same thing. And it was like, hey, they will not fucking call you or hire you.
They don't give a shit.
But it's like,
and fine. If you don't want that job,
mind you,
don't do any of that shit. But if you want that job,
$1,000. Let me be clear about this, guys. You're not $3,000, and I've lost that, right? Like
again, you're doing that because you love doing that,
right? So, but okay, so and this is you know how David, how many cat cuddling jobs are out there that pay $15 an hour?
I have no fucking idea, but if I saw them, I would be applying to all of them.
So you would do that?
Fuck
so
yes.
There are people who love dogs. How many fucking dog sitting jobs? How many dog sitting jobs are out there?
I honestly don't have a dog, so I don't know.
Right,
but you have a dog. Who watched your dog when you were gone?
My mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your mom came in and watched your dog. Now
I brought it to her.
Okay,
yeah,
but you're not.
I'm not the normal.
You're not the animal owner that I am. Like,
correct.
If I leave somebody staying at my fucking house watching
Yeah,
my
no,
cats.
no.
That's what I want. And again,
My dog likes going to my mom's. It's way better.
I love my animals like they're
Family, yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you don't, but at the same time,
No,
you're a little
we-
different
we-
than what I am.
For the most part, yes, very much different.
And when Kevin's looking at these people,
He wants you.
he wants somebody, yeah, he wants somebody like me that's going to come in and your pet is now the most important thing to them because you're taking care of it. So he wants you to jump through a hoop or two because he wants to make sure he's hiring the right person because it's his name that now they're trading on.
Because and I guess to reiterate, and I hate to put it into a financial sense of things. I don't know the number, but I know there's a number that I will. You know what? Goodbye, dog. It's been real.
Yeah.
You could not fucking list a number where I would not go into debt for my kid or my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Myself, sure. Fucking 12 bucks. Oh, that ibuprofen costs $42? I'm good. No thanks. I don't want it.
I made that joke about work. I have to die at the company I work at because I'm worth like almost $900,000 dead if I'm there.
You like the big one? Oh,
I mean, we're both big.
Gotta figure out which one the big one is now. Here we go, David. But am I going to go 2 for 2? Can I get it?
You will.
Let's go.
I talked to Backdoor Bear the other day.
Oh, really? How's he doing?
He's doing good. I sent him one of the videos, and he's like, "Oh, there's my net." I want to cycle back to something we talked about. So we had the one guy that came in, and he's like, "Oh, I like him. He's mine."
He's
and
mine.
I just said, "Backdoor Bear has already like claimed you." And my favorite line on all of Bucks and Brews for the 6 years we've done this are, "Wait a minute, my wife has laid claim to me." I'm like, "We don't care about her here." Sorry, Courtney.
I bowled a international gay bowling organization this past weekend, and it's very fun. I'm 6'1", just a large man, and I will tell you, I'm actually pretty strong.
Everything about you is big. Hold your hand up.
Yeah, I say
he's got massive fucking. Look at I have tiny ass little fucking hands. I have tiny fucking fingers. My arms are short as shit. His arms are long.
Yeah. But anyway, so I happen to be a little bit stronger. Of a human, to literally the point that I can lift people one armed.
Yeah.
Right. So I will see these people and men, whatever, and just I can lift 2 of them at one time.
Yes.
Right. And they feel like little princesses, and they love it, and they giggle, and it's fun. And so then, of course, right, it's like I have all these like little children jumping on me because I'm just picking up people.
Yeah.
One of them came. He was bowling, and he wins his match by 1 pin, and he comes up, and he just goes, and I just pick him up, and he's just like, fucking twist him around. My buddy's wedding.
Yeah.
There's a man who's 6'8".
Okay, big guy.
Big guy too. I picked him up, full me, and I twisted him around, and he goes over to my buddy, and he goes, that one. He goes, I've never been picked up and twirled in my life until the one straight man does it, and I can't have him. And I was like, buddy, anytime you need twirled, that's what dads are for. I got a fucking great dad, okay? Daddy, same shit. But anyway, so it's just, look, I live my life to have fun with other people. So, James, I'm sorry you didn't want to tell us which one was the big one. So
that's all right.
I guess I'll give you the victory. We have 1-1.
So another comment: why waste my time to do 2 applications for 1 job? If you can't be efficient in the hiring process, it says a lot about how they operate across the board. Listen, it's efficient. It says don't fucking do it this way. Do it this way. You just don't want to do it the way they're telling you to do it.
Right.
Again, there are plenty of jobs out there on Indeed, LinkedIn, Career Builder, all of these that are like, this is not how I want you to apply. Well, it's up to you on how you want to approach
my
it.
Favorite. My favorite is, okay, to that person.
Yeah.
It's funny. Okay. That analogy was amazing to me, actually. This is going to be really fun. Follow along. So I'm gonna repeat what I heard out of that comment.
Okay.
Applying twice to a job does not seem efficient. So why would I waste my time with an inefficient job? Bingo. You just nailed what this person just said.
100%.
Right? The owner just said, the efficient way for me is to have it come in directly to here, the person that can follow directions, because I've weaned myself off of 90% of people that cannot follow a basic direction. Yes, you feel you're doing a little bit more work, but there's a rhyme, a rhythm behind it. Because you know what? If you can't put away Skippy's food before you put away Susie's food, because Susie will fucking eat Skippy's first, I need you to do it in that order. And yeah, sometimes you have to bring the food and then bring it back. You can't bring two at once. I'm a large man. I can carry 2 50-pound bags.
Yeah.
I can. That's efficient. But it's not the right way, right? So what you deem as efficient, because you're supposedly the expert. No, this person owns the company. They've done it. But you're just going to be combative. Oh, this isn't the efficient way. I'm going to tell you it's not the efficient way. I'm going to tell you I'm going to bring a jug of fucking water like what you have downstairs. And yeah, I'm going to spill some on the fucking ground, but I'm going to fill all these fucking water buckets this way. I'm not going to fill them with 120-ounce fucking bottle every time, right? It just
Well, and these people are watching this video going, well, this is a big job. It's not.
It's not.
It's a small business. It's a sole proprietorship. I wrote that in here.
Sole proprietor. Right?
Yeah, I wrote this in there, but of course people don't
They
read.
didn't.
You wouldn't either.
I would be these fucking people.
Yeah, you would sit there and say,
Fuck that company. Fuck that company.
yeah, exactly.
Right? Like I would. I do that shit all. We talk about your company, David. I am your worst fucking customer.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many times you've said you guys need a franchise. You guys need a franchise, and we're like, no,
Yeah.
I don't want a franchise because you're trading on my name.
Yeah.
I hold this, and it's not just me, it's Dawn as well. This is Dawn's name. It's her livelihood. She holds people to a specific standard. When you walk into break room therapy, you know what you're getting. It's consistent all the time. And I cannot control that if you're 3 fucking hours away.
But that's we talked about it, right? That's what you have to be fine with.
Uh-huh.
But
And
also
we're not.
But also understand. No, I'm saying, but like, right, you're not. But be fine with your response.
Yeah.
But when another company comes in, you can't wish the ill will on the fact that somebody else franchised because they're doing it less than you. A lot of times, people don't give a shit how well you do it. They just want the experience the one time.
Well, and I know that there are people that have come to us and basically, because of course we have the van out there.
Yeah.
And it says West Michigan's best rage room.
Yeah.
So now we're getting questioned. And Dawn's answer is, well, another one's going to open, but we feel we're the best, and this is why.
We feel. Yeah, no, it's been voted. Here's why. Because
Yeah.
we're in the magazines, right? And they're not.
Well, and, I don't wish them any ill will, but at the same time, I don't want them to take our customer base either.
Well,
Again, there are people that are going to go to them. That's fine.
100%. I will tell you 49%. If I had to tell you 49% of fucking people will go to them, 51% will go to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you guys are very politically motivated on what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tell you what, if another one opens up and they don't support the same thing you do, they don't have to verbally, they probably could, they do whatever they want. If they don't,
Well, I mean, they're going to be very,
staunch Republicans will go there.
they're going to be very corporate because they're corporate.
Of course.
And yes, staunch Republicans will go there. They won't come to us, and that's fine. That's not our clientele anyways. What we don't want to lose is our actual clientele.
Right.
And again, Dawn and I have talked about it. We don't think we will lose those core people.
No.
We're going to lose the weekend person that's like, oh, that looks fun. Let's check it out. And at that point, they're going to go to whatever's closest.
Absolutely.
Now,
Closest or available.
and we've had people that are, they'll come here and they're like, I would never look at another place. And then we have people that obviously don't align with our values that go and give us, they make up 5 different accounts to give a 1-star review because they don't like the fact that we don't like the current administration or that we support gay people.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is a conversation Angela and I had yesterday. I said, you know what? If a trans man comes in and pees next to me, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
If a trans woman goes in and pees next to my wife or daughter, I don't give a fuck. They're peeing. That doesn't matter. And again, oh good, oh no, it's just inactivity. Again, you have these people that are like, oh my God, these people are going to go in and they're going to assault women because they're pretending they're trans. Right. That's something that an abuser would do. That's something that, you get in these certain sects of people. It's not trans people. I've been around a lot of trans people now. Like I wasn't until I hit my 40s.
Sure.
But now I've been around a lot of trans people. None of them have ever bothered me. They've never made me feel uncomfortable. You know what they want? They just want you to leave them alone.
They don't want anything. That's the thing. They want to talk to the people that they want to, you know.
Right. They want people that aren't going to judge them. Yeah, I remember Caitlin and I went to something at Brewery Vivant.
It's my favorite thing, right?
Yeah.
It's the people. I have to ask. No, the fuck you don't. There are zero fucking parts of you that you're going to because you're dumb.
Right.
But you don't have to.
Well,
So-
Caitlin and I went to Brewery Vivant once.
Yeah.
And we're there. And it was for an event. I don't remember what exactly,
Yeah.
but
I think it was the one that I tried to get my niece to go to.
it was the one you tried to get her to go to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I sat there and I talked to people, and there was one trans lady, and for the life of me, I can't remember her name. And the only reason I remember her dead name is her dead name was David. It's the only reason.
Say right.
And she's like, "Oh, well, who are you?" And I said, "Well, my name's David. I'm her dad. She's, a lesbian, and she asked me to come with her." And she's like, "Oh, that's great. My name used to be David." And I'm like, "Oh, cool.
I say
My name now is this." And again, I don't commit any of them to memory because I'm probably never gonna see
you
this
again.
lady again. So I'm not committing that shit to memory.
you know
I only remember the dead name was David because it's my name.
yeah, and that's why I've gotten into that habit to where I don't assume I'm going to meet people again.
Uh-huh.
So it's just like, oh, I'm not going to try to remember this, and then I end up finding myself meeting people a lot more, and I'm like, God damn it.
You go to a lot of things.
Yeah, but yeah, I've gotten to the point now where it's like, hey, remind me of your name real quick. Remind me of my Indian friends. It's nothing against them. It's just there are some names that are just hard. There are some, and we'll be in a fucking circle of 50.
Yeah.
Hey, name's Sonny. Boom. That's the only conversation I've had with you. The rest of it is like, I'm over here.
Yeah.
So then I run into you and I remember seeing you.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit,
fuck
what's
is
his
his
name?
name?
Right? Like, all right. And we'll have fun with it, but it's just like, oh man, hey man, sorry, remind me one more time. I asked the guy, I was like, hey, remind me your name one more time. He goes, hey, I'm going to teach you. Do you remember this? He goes, He-Man. And I was like, yep, the bad guy. Where does he live? And I was like, and he told, and still even that, like, I know the story of what he told me.
Snake Mountain.
Yeah, but his Snake Mountain, but his name in Indian means Snake Mountain.
Okay.
But so
But you can't remember what
I'm going to call him fucking Snake Mountain.
Right.
And be like, damn it, Snake Mountain, come here. He's say, right.
Well, I went and saw Troy today to help his daughter.
Yeah.
And 15 times he called me Coach Dave. You know what that did to me, right?
Stop it.
When Mike and I went and saw Scott last week,
He call you Dave?
he did not, but he introduced us to a buddy of his at work.
Yeah.
And we're leaving, and the guy goes, all right, I'll remember this. Mike and Dave, right? And Mike looks at him and goes, he prefers David. He lets me call him Dave.
Yeah.
I'm David. I'm sorry. Like, when I was in high school, it didn't matter to me. It matters to me now. Because, again, are you Nicholas?
No.
Why?
Oh, because that's only when I'm in trouble.
Right. You don't like that, right?
No, the funny thing is so much, and it's been like a year or two now. I call myself Nicholas.
Mm-hmm.
I did it 400 times bowling this weekend. I would throw a bad shot, and it was, nice shot, Nicholas. Right?
It's a derogatory way, though.
Like, dude, it was too, right? It was like, oh, Nicholas is a dumbass. Like,
I'm babbling Gibbles.
Giggles.
Gibbles?
Giggles. Gibbles and bits.
I had a friend once. We actually stopped talking because of the most recent election. But her name was Janet. And
Reno?
No. Every once in a while, people would call her Janet, and it fucking irritated the shit out of me.
Oh, really?
Because I knew her as Janet, and that's your fucking name. Call you by the right fucking name. Chloe hates being called Chloe.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that gets away with it.
Oh, I'm gonna start calling her Chloe now. So Chloe, is she back yet? That's the
see,
third time.
I'm not the only one that said Gibbles. Babbling giggles. That's hard to say 10 times fast.
Babbling giggles, babbling giggles, babbling giggles, babbling giggles, babbling giggles,
Fuck
babbling
you,
giggles,
Nick.
babbling giggles. I wasn't that bad.
But they love your braided beard.
Thanks so much. My daughter put
Pride.
Pride colored rubber bands in it. So
I'm going to tell you right now, I have some fun things that should be here by our Pride event at Break Room.
yeah.
I'm not telling you what they are.
Okay.
And when you see them, you're going to lose your fucking shit.
She also put rubber bands in my hair, so I had it all just kind of sticking out.
What hair?
Oh, baby girl. Oh, look at this. This. Fuck all you people with your fucking no hair comment. Ask my wife how annoyed she is with this sexy skullet. This skullet is what's up. Ah,
You say so.
dude, oh my god, I'm in love with my skullet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's the fucking hair. So
I'm actually, you're going to love this. You know what Mike and I are planning on doing on Friday?
what's that?
We're supposed to go golfing if the weather holds. What are you staring at?
Why would anybody call you that?
Call who what?
Read Jeremiah's comment. My father's the only one that calls me Jeremy. I had to reread it like 20 times.
Why?
I don't know. Now I'm
Jeremy's not short for Jeremiah.
well. So they had their vow renewal last year, 2 years ago, whatever it might have
Oh,
been.
people do that?
Yeah,
Because I was told by my wife that's fucking stupid. Why would I do that? Because I was going to do that with her.
it was a beautiful time.
Do that with her, and she's like, "That's stupid. Why would anybody do that?" And I'm like, "Fuck you. I'm never doing that."
And my daughter had only met them a little bit at this time, right?
Yeah.
But his wife kept calling him Maya. Hey, oh, Maya's over there. Maya this, Maya that, and I'm like, and my daughter's like, who the fuck is Maya, right?
She said, "Fuck," right?
No, I said
Of course
absolutely,
not.
right? Like, so she's sitting here, and I was like,
She complains about how much we curse.
I was like, Jeremiah, right? And she's like her eyes like lit up, and I was like, yeah, don't worry, honey. I've never heard her call him Maya until right now either, but like I can put two and two together, right? And I told him the story, and he's like, yeah, and I was like, no, I don't know. Usually she just calls you asshole or late for dinner, right?
Right,
You
exactly.
say, Jeremy is actually commonly used as a nickname for Jeremiah.
I will.
Is it really?
I will default to you, babbling giggles.
Yeah. All right. So I have a buddy. It's funny, actually. We have some friends named Jeremy,
Uh-huh.
and the one. So the one he goes by James. That's his butler name.
Okay.
So now whenever someone sees him, James, because James will get up and get anybody everything, right? And so he became the butler. Oh yeah, Butler James. And so we're gonna go see my buddy Ron and his husband Jeremy, and she goes, another James, and I was like, Uncle Jeremy will not be your butler. Like you will not call him James.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I was like, this isn't gonna go well. I have to correct people at work because we have two of us.
This might get us.
One Jeremiah goes by Jeremy? It's the weirdest thing I've learned about you today.
This might get us kicked off TikTok.
Don't do it.
So,
Damn
at
it.
work,
Yeah.
there's another David that would work with me. We sat next to each other for a long time.
Yeah.
And people would refer to him as Black David and me as White David. And I kept telling him, listen, I'm Brown David. I'm not White David. So he was Black David. I was Brown David.
So we go to my brother-in-law plays hockey every Sunday or whatever. And so we go. And I'm not lying to you. There's Steve is a very popular hockey name, apparently.
It seems, yes.
So there's Steve. One of the guys that go, Steve. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, I'm Nick. And he's like, hey, I'm Arab Steve. And so now it's funny because we'll be like, all right, hey, that's Mike, that's Dave, that's Steve, that's Arab Steve. You just call him Arab Steve? Yeah, that's his name. Like, you can't just call him Arab. Hi, he fucking said, my name is Arab Steve. I was like, you're mad at me for calling him what he wants to be called?
So in our Star Wars group, we have different
You
Kylos.
say.
So we have Steve, who was like the first Kylo, and
Yeah.
then we have Dirk, who we consider skinny Kylo because Dirk is skinny as shit.
Is he?
So his wife is making a joke about him the other day, and she's like, it's the first time in his Dirk's like 32, 33. She goes, it's the first time in his life the second number on the pants has ever been smaller than the first number. Because he's gone from like a 28 to a 30.
Oh, geez.
Because he's skinny Kylo.
I thought he was like 31. Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, so we've only been going for an hour?
Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it?
Gee, we have covered zero on this topics of life.
I mean, we were going over the stuff we've done.
We were, so. And then, but yeah, the comments, I guess just the comments on these things it's funny from us because we've been in the conversation. And then, like, reading it, we just understand, like, especially that one, it's like, man, you definitely didn't read that, any part of it. You didn't even listen to the video.
Again, you listened to a 30-second snippet, and you decided, all right, these people are shit. Yep. We had it with your landlord one.
Oh, God, yeah.
And Dawn's like, well, you can't expect people to go listen to the podcast. That's fine. If you don't want to listen to the podcast, that's fine, but you're missing all of the context because we sit here and talk for an hour or two, and we give you the context behind it. Like, if you go and listen to that entire conversation about, scaling up your small business, it was a short episode. It was like 45, 50 minutes. Yeah. But it basically talked about he's looking for specific things, and you need to follow the rules he has set apart for this is how he's going to find the people to do the specific things. Right. And when you're dealing with, somebody's important possessions, I mean, if you're looking for somebody to watch your kids, you want them to follow a certain protocol. And if they don't do that, if they won't read and say, I'm hiring a babysitter, and if I don't want you to apply on fucking Indeed, you see the job there, but you need to go over here and apply. And if you don't want to do that, well, fuck you. I don't want you anyways.
Well, it's funny because, like when I hire for that, granted, I already have my wife, so that's fine. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, like, I want the opposite, right? I want somebody that pushes the boundaries on my kid's thought process. I want somebody that's going to make them think. I want somebody that does different than what I do, right? Because they need to understand that this world is filled with different people and different ways of doing things.
Well, I mean, you and I are...
You will be respectful no matter what. Like, you will respect this human.
You and I are lockstep on that. That's why I thought I was always a really good coach, because I didn't surround myself by other coaches that thought like me. Do we share a lot of the same opinions? Sure. But, if you're down a run, you might have a different way on scoring that run than I do. Right. It might not be the same thing. You might be like, hey, listen, we're not hitting today. You need to bunt that runner over. And I'll be like, I really don't want to take the bat out of so-and-so's hands. Great. They're 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Put the fucking ball in the dirt.
Right.
Okay. Those are conversations you can have. I want people that don't necessarily think the same way I do, because I need you to push me. It's the same criticism I had about Chris when I was with him.
Right.
If I wanted him to do something, I had to plant that seed 3 innings ahead of time. So I had to sit here and play chess with what might happen so I can throw that in his brain. I went and watched them at districts.
Oh.
I saw the mistake. Like, I'm sitting there watching it going, all right, this kid's thrown 4 innings. This is the 3rd time through the lineup. You need to get her the fuck out of there. And they didn't.
Your kid.
They didn't. They walked the first batter. The next one hit a 2-run jack. All of a sudden, they're down 3 runs. And it's like, that was the game right there.
No, you can't see that many pitches in that young of an age group.
I mean, you sit there and you're like, all right, well, I told kids that I coached forever, listen, sometimes you lose the game in the first inning. It doesn't look like anything to you, but as a coach, you're sitting there going, that's where we lost it. Yeah. You had an error right there. The run went across. We played catch up the rest of the game. It's over.
Yep.
But again, you're looking forward. So you know exactly what you want, but you want other people that don't necessarily think like you do. Now, if you come into break room, I don't necessarily want people that think differently than I do, because I want you to run shit my way. Right. But I do want you to sit there and go, hey, you know what? We have all these wine glasses. And if we put this wine glass in this package, it's going to get broke before it even gets into the room. Mm-hmm. Why don't we just have a bucket of wine glasses as an add-on? Michaela came up with that.
Right.
Michaela was 18 at the time. She's like, Dawn, I build these packages. We're breaking these wine glasses. But if we just had a bucket of wine glasses for, say, $15 and you got like 30 wine glasses or whatever it is, I don't know. People would add that on because they're fun to break. But if you have 30 wine glasses in there, they're not heavy enough to break each other.
Right.
And Dawn's like, hey, that's a great idea. We sell a shit ton of wine glass add-ons now because Michaela had a great idea.
Yep.
And we empower people to have those conversations. So, comment from Jeremiah, I thought you might talk about discrimination when hiring, but it didn't go in that direction. It was a good episode. Well, I appreciate that, Jeremiah.
No one asked for your opinion. Fuck, keep it to yourself.
I mean, there can be, obviously, it depends on who's hiring, the discrimination piece.
Well, I would discriminate against you.
Oh, absolutely.
Not anything for your religion, only because I know that you're a fucking cat person.
Right.
I'm not letting you fucking watch dogs. You don't give 2 shits about dogs.
My favorite part about Lowell Pride this year, All the dogs I got to go pet.
Yeah.
It was great. Dawn.
I feel like dogs are like nephews and nieces to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to just play with them, but
I
then send
do.
them fuckers home.
I
right?
don't want to take care of a dog.
Yeah.
I want a dog to come up, lick my face, and go away. And might be valuable in any news. And again, I'm going to get into that a little bit here, Jeremiah. So like, I think a lot of small businesses, especially, kind of go in waves. So like for a long time here, I was the only male on staff, and then we went on a cruise, and the girls hired Jordan while we were gone because we needed somebody to come in and help out, and Jordan was willing to come in and help out. And by the time we got back, they're like, "We like Jordan, we hired him," and we're like, "Oh, okay." Now, Melissa works some Sundays. Destiny works every other weekend, and there's Dawn. Those are the only women we have on staff now.
Yeah.
The rest of it is Nick and Jordan, and if I come in.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're kind of half and half. And Dawn and I were talking because Kendall has decided to take the summer off. I love Kendall to death. She played for me, but she bites off more than she can chew, and then she freaks out about it, and then she'll call off last minute. And we've told her several times, listen, your mental health is very important, but you can't leave us hanging at the last damn minute. You need to give us some time. So Dawn basically pulled her aside this last weekend and said, listen, you got a lot going on. You need to figure out if you really should be working here this summer, or if you should just take the summer off and, come back in the fall.
Right.
So she sent Dawn a message yesterday going, you know what, you're right. I think maybe I'll take the summer off and just kind of get my shit together. Great.
Yeah.
And I told Dawn, I'm like, we're at the point where we're probably going to have to hire for this winter because we need more people that can do safety, because Dawn and I do safety. That's it. Kendall can do safety. Melissa can do safety. But again, Melissa doesn't work that much.
I'll work winters. I'll be in town. I won't be at my cabins.
I mean, you want to, that's fine. But you have to give the rules.
I'm only doing safety. I'm not doing cleaning the room.
Yeah, we're not hiring that shit anymore either.
Yeah, I'm only doing one.
Because
I will do safety, and then I will do sit behind the desk.
We have so many people that
I'll build packages.
Like, I love my wife,
Yeah.
but she will not put anybody in an uncomfortable situation,
You have to.
which I understand. But at the same time, we need people that can do everything. You can't sit there and say, well, I'm not comfortable talking to people. I'm sorry. This is a job. You're coming in to do the entire job. You're not coming in to just build packages and clean the room. We have 3 people that's all they do.
Oh, see, that's great. I'll just switch with them every time that I have to clean the room. Be like, hey, I'll do your safety if you save my back.
And that's my fucking back. That's one of the times where Dawn, she finally did relent to, I don't have to clean rooms anymore, because she's the only one up front some of the times. So she's like, fuck. And of course, Jordan will run the desk. But they get freaked out doing safety because what if I forget something? Again, I told them, I see everything like a softball game. I mean, that's how my brain works. Yeah. So when I'm in there, I view it like a softball game. I walk them around the room like I would walk kids around a field.
That's what I do as an umpire.
Yeah.
Literally, all right, here, this is what we're gonna have.
That's kind of how I look at it.
I've walked the field just to let you know there's a fuck. My favorite is when the coaches think that it's the stupidest thing. Hey, I just want to let you know there's a gap over here between the fence, and if the ball gets out there,
throw your hands up.
Be a dead ball. It's not gonna hit that gap. That fence being up that little bit. Why are you even pointing that out? Crack.
Yep.
Okay, dead ball. Runner was here.
Nick, how many times are you sitting there watching a game going, oh, fuck, that guy just made an error. Where's the ball going next? Right. It's going to that guy.
Oh, God.
It might not in the majors because they're all professional athletes. But
the minors, shit.
If you're watching, like, especially a youth game, your daughter's a good example. So your daughter's playing right field. And let's say she boots the ball. Where's the next ball going? It's going to right field.
Say, oh, yeah.
Because
absolutely.
It will humble you so fucking fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so. Why are we listening?
I don't know. Matt wants us to listen, but I don't know why. Because he hasn't said anything.
Listen, Linda, we're listening.
By the way, I was so excited you answered my text yesterday with the laughing emoji because I sent you the Catalina Club.
Oh, God, yes.
Don's like, why are you zooming in? Why are you taking this picture? And I took a picture of the Catalina Club and I put, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. She saw it and she just started laughing.
It's like fucking Catalina wine mixer. Um,
Oh, I said listen a few times in a row. Oh, I'm sorry.
listen, Linda. Shit, you guys really do listen. To
I guess they
this.
do. I mean, that's
More than I thought they did.
that's good. So what do you got?
So I want to touch base a little bit on stupid businesses that have kind of been popping up for me, or
Yeah.
or things
Because all of a sudden you just get a lot of irons in the fire.
it was like I was grinding right back to being a teenage kid again. So I did your shirts after 4 months. I finally
We
needed them.
wore them to trivia.
Good.
The
Very
three
good.
of us. I think I sent you the picture.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I did those.
Yeah.
Literally within that same day, my buddy ordered 8 shirts for his family vacation.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll get those done. Rentals is taking off pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Are we going to add in tents?
No.
Why?
I don't want to set them up.
Okay.
I want the laziness.
I mean, Dawn did say we have tents now
Yeah.
because I think she's ordered 3 or 4
Oh, really?
of the 10 by 20s or 10 by 30s.
Yeah, I just
Big
want,
ones.
I just want the laziness.
Okay.
Until I get employees or something, right? And then maybe at that point, like in 4 years, when Emerson's willing to drive and willing to do it by herself, or whatever. If I can be her helper,
Do you think she's willing to do it by herself?
well, I'm saying if she's willing to do it and I can be her helper, you know what? I don't know. She made $60. I'll be honest with you. I think it was $60 from
Okay.
one of the events that we did. Nope, sorry, $70.
And what did she say?
Oh, I hope they don't hire us again because we had to go. Well, say there's a little bit to it. I learned a lot from this. I wasn't going to complain because to me it's great. I don't know how this little fucking 10-year-old can complain. But so we get there and 20, oh my God, I'm 6 foot tall. It's like 12, 18, 20 feet, right? From the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, big steps. Like there's 3 big steps and then a landing a little bit and then 3 big steps
Yep.
and then a landing. And then we had to get all the way down into their bottom. So, I mean, right, we are hauling, 10 tables all the way down there for this little 10-year-old
Yeah.
girl. It's a lot,
It
right?
is,
and,
yeah.
and things like that. So she was upset about the location of it.
Okay.
She was like, oh, and to get, and then you get them back up the stairs, right? Because my dolly, it's like, to tell you how big the steps were, it wasn't like my dolly could get over the steps. It didn't climb how it was supposed to. So I had to manhandle and carry these things,
Yeah.
right? To me, I charged, on that one, I'll just be fully honest. So right now we're running a promotion, $1 per table or per chair.
Okay.
And they rented 50. They rented all 50 chairs from us. I forget. Sorry. They rented 9 tables from me.
Mhm.
And my tables are going for $9 a piece.
Okay.
Okay. And they're like, hey, this is the location. They're like, hey, do you guys do setup? I just thought, because I haven't. Yes, I know how to set up tables and I know how to set up chairs, and I've watched some of Adam's stuff, and he's like, hey, we charge, when we do all this for the college and it's 1,000 chairs, we'll charge them 50 cents or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
I don't remember what number he said, and I was like, I don't know, I'll do it for 50 cents, right? Like, so so we have 60 items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's go 10 tables, 59 items, 50 chairs, 9
Table.
Let's go 10 tables, so 60 items.
Yep.
And so I charged $30 to set up and
yep.
tear down.
Yep.
And so, I was like, okay, cool. Also, they're a little bit of weight, and they're like, hey, send me the address. I didn't do the mileage thing. I just looked at it and was like, I don't know. Hey, how's $20, right? Because again, it's like my first appointment. I booked it, and I was like, this is just pretty cool to me. Like,
Yeah.
it literally was like my first, but they booked it far out. It was my first appointment I booked, and so I don't know. I was like, all right, cool. These are some fake, made up fucking numbers. It seems fair. Learned a lot. So, $200, right? I think is what the total might have been, close to it. I think it was actually 180 or something like that. 189. And then, but say, and they tipped us, which was amazing. That was so nice of them. Thank you to them. Also, Emerson, they gave us a water at the end because it was the end of their birthday. And they They give Emerson a Freezy Pop or whatever because it was
Yeah.
their leftover stuff, and I was like, just because walking up them steps, I was like, man, you know what? Things I learned, I got to bring some water. Like that, it was quite the climb.
Yeah.
But so it's like, all right, now, hey, if I'm setting up, where am I setting up, right? The one I got to, I was like, hey, I'll just drop it off. You guys, so I get there, and they're like, well, hey, can you take them out of the boxes? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, they only ordered 25 chairs from me. I was like, yeah, that's fine, no big deal, right? Like, I just set them in the generic area, and then they brought them around. But like, I should, I would charge for that setup in a sense. But the one I just did, I think we talked about it. Like, I left Tuesday and let's call it Monday to Monday, right? So I got back yesterday.
Say hi.
Say, Backroom Bear, how's it going, buddy? Say, I went. So Monday of last week, I'm talking to these people, and I was like, hey, I gave them a heads up. My family's going on vacation.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna drop this off. So they're like, yeah, we'll take it a week early. So I dropped it off into their garage, stacked it. They had all of my boxes. They had everything. Gave them all 50 chairs. Gave them all, I gave them 8 tables, and I just, hey, I'll come back next week and I'll pick it up. So this, yesterday comes by, I get back home. It's like, hey, I'm in town. She's like, cool, I'm in Florida. My husband's around. I'll have him open the garage door. And I was like, cool. Took the van, backed it up, filled the whole thing. I'm just to let you know, I'm a trophy wife, so you better have a good income if we're doing this, all right?
I don't know if he's heard this conversation. So let's tangent time.
Tangent time.
So, Backroom Bear. Somebody came in and was hitting on Nick. And I said, hey, just so you know, Backdoor Bear's already laid claim to him.
Backroom Bear.
Sorry, Backroom Bear. I don't know why I do that. Anyways.
He's a backdoor kind of person.
I guess so. And Nick goes, wait a minute. My wife has laid claim to me. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, bud. We don't worry about her here.
Yeah.
I've told that story twice now today, but he wasn't here for it.
I'm going to get TikTok married all of a sudden. But just to let you know, I'm a trophy wife. So I'm gonna need some income. Daddy needs them pedicures.
But anyways.
No, so and so it's been going really well for me. The one I just did, I dropped it off a week early and got it a week later. She's like, she gave me the 25 referral I was telling you about that I dropped it off into that multi-million-dollar house, beautiful. And then her friend's like, hey, because I'm so naive. Hey, I'm gonna do can you rent out some tables? We're gonna do a garage sale. Yeah, right. Like, I can drop them off. You can come grab them. Whatever. They need them for next weekend, but it's only it's Wednesday to whatever. And I was like, look, I'm not gonna rent them out probably. This is where I fail as a business owner, right? Wednesday to Saturday. I was like, you know what? I don't have anything booked. We have Pride Sunday, so I'm not gonna do an event, right? Like, I'm gonna do this instead of E&L, which is gonna piss me off if we don't sell anything, right? Because it's like I could be doing a thing, and so I was like, yeah, you know what? $9 a table for all 4 days or whatever, right? And all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we could use 14 to 16 tables. And I was like, God, a fucking garage sales this. And I was like, so I texted him. I was like, actually, I have 12 matching tables and 2 6-foots, but they're a little wider. And she's like, no, we'll just take all 12 matching. And I was like, well, shit, that's actually and then she's like, well, will you deliver it? And they're actually 5 minutes from me.
Yeah.
I was like, yep. Tell you what, $12 for delivery is what I'm charging.
Yep.
Because they want them early as well. They're like, hey, the earlier you can drop them off, the better. So, I'll figure out when the hell I'm going to drop them off. I'll pick them up after Pride or maybe even Monday. Because I told them, I was like, hey, you can have them until I feel like it, right? Kind of a thing. And so, but yeah, now that's $120 because 9 times, it was 108 for the 12 tables, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just make it even $120. You'll have all 12 tables and call it a day. And it took me very little time to do this, right? Like it is fantastic. I just went over, and so people want to know because my buddy actually hit me up today on Facebook, and I wanted to show you how much this company would cost a normal person.
Okay.
Because remember I told you I got mine for free.
Mm-hmm.
So what is that number right there? Once it says say
$950.
79 cents. That is for 10 tables,
Uh-huh.
6 foot, exact same ones I have, and 50 chairs. So $950.79. You will have you will start up a table and chair rental company.
Yep.
And I will tell you, I have already made that money back.
Yeah.
Right. Just off of posting on Facebook. So it is going really. It's a really fun little company. It's not going to make you $1 million. You're not going to. But with that, one thing that's disappointing is, I bought fill and chill tables.
Mm-hmm.
I got one white one, one black one. They still haven't gone out.
Oh, that sucks.
So it's like, man, I spent my profits on something that hasn't been used, which is kind of frustrating. It's almost like I should have bought some more tables and I'm just trying to waste too much space on stuff and all that. So t-shirts are kind of taking off a little bit again. Tables and chairs are kind of doing something. Facebook, right? We talked about that.
Your ads.
$13.
Well, not really ads, but
my
you and your Highland cow.
yeah, say $13.72. I think this month it's projected I'm the 14s, 15. Let's say there's some stuff that's going with it. So it's just really cool to like watch some of these side hustle little things kind of make a little bit of money, right?
Well, I mean, so I think I told you this, and I know I sent you the image, but we haven't really gotten to talk about it. So Emily had said, "Hey, my niece is coming to the Lugnut Star Wars night, and she's into softball now. She's decided she really likes softball." She goes, "And I'm trying to really get her into Star Wars. Is there something you could give her?" And I'm like, "Okay, let's see." So I designed a softball player hitting the Death Star with a lightsaber.
There you go.
And I put him in a Jedi uniform.
Yeah.
And Nick, I was so happy with how it turned out.
You have a picture of it?
I do.
Oh man.
Did I not send
no.
this? Oh.
This sounds cool. You designed this, huh?
I did.
Yeah. You know what? It's awesome though.
Isn't that great?
Gosh, yes.
I was so fucking excited about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Well, and then Dawn saw this company that was selling these keychains.
Yep.
That were like a Pride brick. And she's like, "Man, I wish you could do something like that." And I'm like, I bet I could just find a brick and model it to be what you want. So here's our Pride brick keychain.
To model it to what?
I modeled it so that it turned into a Pride keychain.
Oh, gotcha.
So I said to Dawn, she's like, "Well, what do you want to charge for that?" And I'm like, "Well, oh good, the Cubs are losing again." I said, "Well, my keychains go for $5." She goes, I don't know if it's worth $5. I'm like, "Well, I could do it for $3." I said, "Or we could just do it for $5 and $2 goes to the Pride Center because they had that big flood issue there that
Yeah, that's right.
they're needing to replace a lot of stuff."
Yep.
And insurance didn't really cover it because of where they're at. I said, we can just take $2 of everyone and just give it straight to the Pride Center. And she's like, great. She sold I got them here on Saturday. I think she sold 3 on Sunday.
Oh, sweet.
Well, it's great. We just got the Pride Center $6, and I'm covering my costs.
Yep.
So I thought that was great. I've been designing more stuff, which makes me happy because I want to design.
Design is very fun.
And of course now it's the big bamboo sale.
I know.
I want the H2C.
Is that the one with the laser engraver?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it might have that as optional on
I
it.
think I want the H2D, which is the double-headed.
The H2C also has a double-headed.
How much is that one?
But it's the more expensive one. One is a fixed one hot end.
Yeah.
The other one is a interchangeable 6 hot end. So it can flip colors and not purge as much.
Yeah.
It's like $2,400.
Yeah, see, the one I was looking at.
I don't have that right now, but that's the one I want.
Yeah. Well, and it was funny because I was going to send it to Jeremiah if he's still watching with us. Because he was supposed to go down to Ohio months ago because I was going to get a new. Nope, yours, I think. It was a carbon.
Yeah.
With AMS for $500.
Right. Great deal.
Except for mine right now is $520 brand new with an AMS.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh man, they just keep getting cheaper. It's like, you know what? It was funny as shit. I went to Walmart yesterday because and maybe I just don't get this. It's so funny how things are not important to my wife and important to me, and things that are important to me are not important to my wife. Okay. My cabin was supposed to be this quote unquote ice. Holy shit.
1428. We won. Well, I won earlier from trivia.
He's still gonna go down there. But anyway, my we go to the cabin, right? Everything's beautiful in this cabin. I've spent thousands of dollars in this cabin.
Mhm.
You know what my wife brings up? Two old uh comforters that have like holes in them and shit and like look like hell. And I'm like, what the shit? So you know what? I was like, all right, we used it the one night because that's what she brought me. But I'm like, so I went to Walmart. So I was like, oh, I don't want to spend a bunch of money,
Right.
but I'd like something that at least looks somewhat okay and decent. And Walmart was picked over and just had nothing. So, oh no.
But you still made money at the survey.
Yeah, I say, it was $15. Can't believe you guys missed it.
I got 1428 on that trivia done.
You might have to download. How often do they do trivia?
Every Tuesday.
You guaranteed money.
If you answer 7 out of 10 right,
Okay.
a DraftKings guarantees you money.
$150 for a survey. Shit. Yeah. God dang.
That was better than the 1428. Hard Rock Casino does it on Wednesdays.
Okay.
But you can only use their money on either blackjack or roulette.
Okay.
Now the blackjack is more expensive to play, so like let's say you win nine $1 chips.
Yeah.
You blow through that immediately. So you know, if you play roulette, you can actually let it go a little bit, but I fucking suck at roulette, so you know.
It's all luck. You know what? It was funny. There's a casino in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We were only there for very few hours, right? I mean, just 4, right? It was a very short period of time. And I ended up playing roulette. I put $5 on 3 different numbers because it was $15 minimum table, and I ended up hitting for $130 something. I told my buddy, I was like, hey, pick 3 numbers. 1, 7, 13. I was like, cool. 1 hits, and I was like, oh crap, here we go. I was like, I have good money. So
that last week of the month, I'm off. We should get some of the guests on that have been asking us to be on, like that one lady that we've had to cancel on twice.
Yeah, I feel bad.
There's a brewery that we need to talk to that Dawn went to.
Ooh, the last week of the month, like the 22nd through the 26th?
Yeah, whatever no. The last weekend of the month. They're going into
the last
July.
weekend.
The last week of the month, going into July.
Okay, so July 1st and 2nd and 3rd.
Well, yeah, that whole week, though.
Okay,
I'm off that whole week, Monday through the holiday.
Okay.
Well, so we could do some early stuff, but hopefully we could get some of those guests on that we need.
I might be remote.
Where are you going?
I might be in my cabin.
The whole week? Okay.
That way I can be home for the 4th.
Okay.
It's a big maybe. Gotta figure life out.
Don't you bowl on the Monday?
Nope, bowling's done. But Emerson, now the problem is Emerson has cricket on Tuesdays. So.
I mean, I'm free that Monday if you want to do something.
Tuesday.
I'm free that Tuesday if you want to do something.
No, because I have to be with her at cricket. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So,
anyways,
I'm pretty sure we'll get something in. So, but yeah, no, I wanted to say, so Temu, my company started off of basically free, right? Mm-hmm. I started, off of including the hats for free. But right now, I have a bunch of stuff that's going up to the cabin. I think we're going tomorrow. The hard.
The Liverpool assassins that we used to get.
Yeah.
Can the coach find us more of those because they stopped making them?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, they did.
The only bats they have are like the wooden ones.
The wooden ones would just splinter the shit out of you.
These are expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can actually ask around. I mean, these guys might know.
Unfortunately, they stopped making the ones that are really good. Right. I mean, they would only last us a month because the handles would break.
Yeah.
But they were the best items to break shit with.
But I haven't showed you. I just got 4 more. We'll get off this and I'll show you.
All right.
But with Temu, I've just been buying a bunch of Milwaukee batteries.
Yeah.
And all these things. Like, I'm running out of stuff to buy.
Yeah.
But they're not offering me any of my free $200 back, so it's like I haven't kept growing. I would continue to grow this. I would buy 100,000 chairs. I wouldn't care.
I just off Temu got another one of those.
Yeah, you know,
Because I love those
I
pop-ups.
got a smaller version, but yeah, I got one.
I love them.
Yeah, they're quick.
Yeah.
So
I started using Mad Cheetah now because of you too.
did you really?
Yeah.
Have you won anything yet?
Yeah, I got a few things.
Okay, maybe I'll start looking so that way, in case you go out or I go out, and you can pick up the order and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So
I got a cart for the yard. I got shit, I don't even remember what all I got. But I've got, some like storage stuff for the house.
what should I start?
Okay, that's a great question. So Jeremiah has $350 in credit. What should he start?
This is perfect. I love this. You have $350 in credit on Temu. What business should I start?
Yeah.
This is okay. Ask yourself what you want to do,
Mhm.
right? What is your goal? So for me, my goal was to spend time with my daughter and not fill up too much space in the house
Right.
for too long. So what did I do? I'm spending time with my daughter and filling up a shit ton of space in the house. So tables and chairs. Also, I wanted it to be functioning for myself. But that being said, there's a big TikTok going around right now about a person that said, "Hey, you promised us 25,000 people going through the craft fair, and nobody bought a thing." And people are lighting her up because, oh, you have the same resin pours, you have the same 3D printed
Yeah,
stuff.
it's already 3D
It's all
slop.
yeah. It's all just whatever. Yeah, okay. We somewhat agree that some of it's, we don't sell dragons, right? I mean, there was a lady today at the Granville one. I mean, it was literally just some dragons. She sold a fidget, which I thought was really cool. It was just a twist back and forth, whatever. But like just the same generic stuff, right? It's like, cool. People, if you want to buy, awesome. Like, take your time. But
We have minis for a reason.
right.
They sell.
But ask yourself, so do you want to do a craft and then turn around and sell it, right? So it's something that you can do. So for my daughter, it's like, hey, we want to do it. I wanted to make some like fun epoxy tables, like a live edge or like a river thing. I have all the stuff for it. I just haven't done it yet because my excuse was I was waiting for it to get to be warm enough, and then now my excuse is, oh shit, I've been busy, and
Yeah,
because
you have other stuff going on.
It takes 24 hours to like cure, and it's like I just need this time to make it happen. Yeah, but I'm going to finish my table soon. So, if you're looking to make some money, right, you can, if you're willing to go sit and spend time at craft shows, right, buy a bunch of stupid stuff off there and do it. For you, honestly, if you really are going to Ohio, I just wanted to show you love since Nick always gets it.
Nick got a lot tonight too.
To say, so if you're really going to Ohio to get the 3D printer, Temu has filament. I bought 11 rolls for I think for $10 a roll. You make sure they're 1 kg.
Yeah, you don't want to buy the small 250 gram.
Right. Yeah, so you want the big rolls, and right, buy yourself for you. I mean, that would be 30 rolls is an amazing, huge start.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about it. So now you go ahead and you have filament ready for when you actually do go get your printer, and then you can go have some fun and do that. If you are starting a company, and like, it's because I know honestly for Jeremiah, only because I know him, his is not going to be a front facing company. His is going to be an online company because he is a computer fucking wizard, right? This man will have something and then ship it and print it and do all that. But what you can do, so here, it's funny, I'm going to call him out on his thing. So you have $350 in credit. You sell it to me for 50 cents on the dollar. I know that you have some camera stuff that you want to buy because you're selling it for your buddy. So you sell me the credit for half price. You take that cash and you buy the stuff that you're listing on for camera stuff, and now you have yourself great. But no, and then I say, but for me, like if I had $350 in credit, I'm gonna buy Honestly, I just would buy
More tables and chairs.
some tables and chairs. Like literally, you would make your money back. I found that 50 seems to be that sweet spot. So without any discounts or whatever, $950 gets you 10 tables. But even if you didn't do tables and you just did chairs, that's $550. I know it's $200 that you don't want to spend. But $550, that gets you 50 chairs. You really could go the little,
Well, I mean, we're the same way because we bought all those chairs, for when we have events and stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the time they're just sitting here.
The black ones?
Yeah.
How many you got?
A lot.
Like 50?
I would say we probably have 25 to 40 somewhere in there.
Shoot, if you can, I say I'll start putting them and say that I have black ones for rent too.
Mm-hmm. Fine with that.
I say we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll ask Dawn how many we have, but we got them because renting them was just not as cost effective when we needed them sometimes.
Yep.
And she's like, "Fuck it, I can get them for this price. I'll just buy them."
That's kind of it, man. And so I looked at it and just said, hey, it's not gonna bother me. But for like again, back to me. So epoxy stuff. If you want to do a craft and have some fun with your kids, do some crafts, and then you can sell this, have a potential chance to sell it. Here, I'll tell you.
I've been melting filament poop again because I was sitting outside on the porch watching a ball game, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just grab the stove out, throw it on the porch with me, and just melt this filament down.
Jeremiah, what company tools do you have? I have 3 of them now of the battery powered air compressors. You just set the fucking thing to 36 pounds of pressure, push the start button, boom, it stops when it gets to 36 pounds, tires pressure, boom, right up there. We had a leak in a tire. There was a screw in one. And so it was down, but it didn't go flat, but it was like, oh man. So I was like, hey, you know what? For the $30 that it is, I'm going to keep one in Courtney's car because I have one at the cabin, one at the house, and she might as well have one to travel with. One of the things, so I bought more stuff for my company. I have Mr. Clean Magic erasers coming.
Yep.
To clean off the tables and the chairs. We have a lot of bug zappers coming in. Knock off batteries for Milwaukee. But for me, I bought a knockoff chainsaw, right? Because I just needed to, we're cleaning up the cabin up north, and I don't need this one's a 9-inch, so versus I think I have an 18-inch bar. Just something to clean off the little things. Man, you know what would be really fun?
Just 140 cents a play.
40 cents?
Yeah.
Oh, look like $40.
No, 40 cents.
Oh.
See.
Yeah. But what you could do also, you know what? There's tents on there. There's
We picked up a couple of our tents on Temu.
Yeah, say there's cots. So you could because you've been talking about finding some land. Honestly, tents and cots, and you for $350, you see if you can get your money back on renting it out per night on a little bit of land. Call it a day. Say I bought, because it's my cabin. I just bought a bunch of knockoff tools for up there. So I got a leaf blower that I love. Actually, I'm probably going to end up buying one for my house because it's just easy to clean out the garage that way. For you, I know some things that you're going in life. They have storage totes, right? They're, oh man, I gotta get Soda Joe's information because I gotta get that.
I gave it to you.
When?
You asked for it. I sent you his email.
Oh, send it back. But I have to get that pop machine from him. So hopefully that answers the question. Anything else, my friend?
I don't think so. We've gone almost 2 hours, which is something we do.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It has. It not necessarily for other people, but for us, absolutely. We haven't gotten together in a couple weeks, and I mean, we try to be better about that. But luckily, we've got some episodes that we've thrown down, which is very helpful. As you know, things come up. We want to get some more pops and pennies down.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten the most recent one uploaded. I need to work on that. Again, we love show ideas. So if you have ideas for what you guys want to hear about, let us know. I think I don't know if I mentioned this on the episode, but I am going to go get my take a class for health and life so that I can start selling annuities.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to take the test to be a financial planner because my job's going away one way or another. Either because they fire me or because they've outsourced us or whatever the hell happens. It's going bye-bye. And Dawn had asked me, she's like, hey, what are you passionate about? And there's only two things I'm really passionate about. It's coaching softball and it's money. And I'm never going to make enough money coaching softball. So I got to go into finance. So those things are coming up. Nick's walking away. So I'm going to end us. So as always, guys, please like, subscribe, share our episodes. If you want some free merch, we're going to be at Break Room Therapy the last Sunday of the month from 11 to 5 at our Pride event here. Come in and get some merch. You can buy some 3D stuff. You can pet some kittens. You can buy different food. We'll have food vendors here. We'll have a whole bunch of people selling stuff. It's going to be a great event. So come check that out. If you have show ideas, please let us know. Give us a follow on all the stuff, TikTok, Twitch, whatever your favorite podcasting site is, YouTube. We love connecting with you guys. We have some really fun merch coming out that I should have at the Pride event too that you're going to absolutely love. So thanks for joining. We'll talk to you guys probably again next week. And, if you're popping around TikTok, go like our videos. Thanks for joining.
You've dialed in.
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these stuff.
Cause they know the brews.
And they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Brews.
Bucks and brews.